Welcome to our performance. My name is Patrick Marks. I am 12 years old and in 6th grade.
Greetings, my name is Aurora Quinn. I am 12 years old and in 6th grade.
Hello, my name is Maisie Newton. I am 12 years old and in 6th grade.
Hello, my name is Lucila Dretless. I'm 11 years old. I'm in the 6th grade, and this is the room where it happened, the Paris Peace Conference. At the end of World War I, the Allied nations met outside of Paris to discuss the terms for peace. Over 30 nations participated, but the United States, Great Britain, Italy, and France, known as the Big Four, were the major players. France and Great Britain wanted to harshly punish Germany for the devastation caused by the war. And this led to debates on how severely Germany should be punished. The Big Four debated the penalties and were able to diplomatically come to a compromise on some of the harsher requests.
Ladies and gentlemen, I hope you're doing well. I am Woodrow Wilson. I have been battling the Spanish flu, and some may be concerned that I am not thinking clearly. But I assure you that I'm well enough, and I'm committed to attending these negotiations so I can gain my 14 points. But the most important ones being, diplomacy should be public with no secret treaties, and a general association of nations should be formed to control international disputes, called the League of Nations. I hope I can come out of this meeting with what I'm proposing and everything goes smoothly. Thank you all for listening.
Formal greetings. I am David Lloyd George. I wish to punish Germany for starting the war. I want to disarm Germany and their navy and avoid future threats. I do believe we should make Germany pay for war damage. We should take German colonies and divide them amongst the Allies.
Greetings, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Vittorio Orlando. My main goal is to create a long-term solution to end warfare based on the League of Nations and self-determination of nations. I will pay special attention to creating new nations out of defunct empires and will be opposed to harsh terms and reparations imposed on Germany. I do not wish to punish Germany the way that some of the other countries do, but they are allowed to think their way. I am ready for the meeting and hope that I'll come out from Vermont. Goodbye.
Mesdames et Messieurs, I am Georges Clemenceau. I wish you all a good day. I have 6 goals for this meeting. They are: punish Germany and ensure it is too weak to attack France again. Return the Alsace-Lorraine region to France. Request an independent Rhineland. Strengthen the League of Nations. We request huge reparations, and to disband the German military force. I hope we all come out of this meeting with what we need and want. Justice is what Germany shall have, but it must be justice for all. Thank you all for coming.
But I want to create a League of Nations.
So, I want the Alsace-Lorraine region to France, and I think it needs to be strengthened.
Well, I need what I was promised.
You did next to nothing. We should punish Germany.
I agree, but not too harshly.
Not at all.
I want my 14 points.
I agree with some of them, not all. You're English.
What is at stake now is the peace of the world. What we are striving for is a new international order based upon broad and universal principles of right and justice. No mere piece of thread and patches. I want to create a League of Nations where countries can discuss their disputes in a peaceful environment without war. There must be not a balance of power, but a community of power. Not organized rivalries, but an organized common peace. It must be peace without victory. but the meetings went smoothly and I received what I needed from them. I am ready to form the League of Nations. I thank you all for coming.
Many of us are quite unhappy with the outcomes of the peace conference. I think the Treaty of Versailles is too tough on Germany and has possible potential to cause a future war. It is my wish that this meeting does not end in conflict. Thank you.
The meeting did not go as planned. I did not get what was promised in the Treaty of London. I do not wish to be allies with them anymore, so I am leaving this negotiation today.
Ladies and gentlemen, I come before you all once again to explain what we, the people of France, have gained. We received most of what was requested, but most importantly, the German army will now have only 100,000 men in the army, 6 battleships, and no submarines or air force, so that it will never be strong enough to attack France again. I am very grateful to the other world leaders for their time during this negotiation and debate. I am happy that we were able to diplomatically come to terms that we all could agree to. And let us not forget, it is far easier to make war than to make peace. Thank you all for listening.
Despite Wilson's recommendations, the U.S. did not end up joining the League of Nations, but did get most of the other 14 points they set out for.
France probably received the most of what was requested, but was also the country that suffered the most devastation.
Great Britain received some of what they had requested, but thought the Treaty of Versailles would be too harsh on Germany and might push them into a second war.
The Treaty of London promised Italy, if you help us, we will provide you with land, money, and supplies in return. However, Italy contributed next to nothing in the war, so it was decided that they would not get what was promised.
When Orlando left the negotiations on April 24, 1919, it was a major setback, but ultimately, Italy returned 11 days later, and the Treaty of Versailles was signed soon after on June 28, 1919. In total, these negotiations lasted for nearly 6 months, and the ultimate goal of the Paris Peace Conference was to try and prevent war in the future. Thank you.